What's great, good people? I am back with another video to help encourage, motivate, and support you on your grief journey. I hope that you're doing well today. It's the month of June, and it's one more day left in the month. People are celebrating different things this month, and I won't go into each thing, but I've also heard about a lot of deaths this month. And I want to just let you know, if you experienced a death this month, I'm extending special virtual hugs to you, and I'm so sorry for your loss. If you're experiencing an anniversary where this would have been the month that you lost someone and you're kind of struggling with this month, I also want to let you know I'm just praying that, you'll experience supernatural comfort at the time that you need it. So I wanted to reference a video that I did I think it was a few weeks ago, about the rain and pain that some people feel when it comes to rain, how everybody's just not okay with rain, how they experience physical pain, and some people just, the rain makes them sad. And I talked about how you can pull some positivity from the rain and how you can use it to wash, to cleanse, and for new growth, how rain just causes things to grow again, and how you can grow from the pain. And so today I wanted to reference something, just to piggyback off of that, in the space of the rainbow, which I know some people celebrated, this month, and I'm not making this video political at all. So I just want to let you guys know this is not a political video. This is not, to throw out anything at anyone. I am here to help, encourage, motivate, and support. And so when I'm referencing the rainbow, I'm referencing what I feel like we can pull from the colors of the rainbow. And I'm not gonna, make this a long video. And you'll also see me look down because I want to make sure that I'm getting everything from my notes that I can, help bring value to you if you will accept it. So I want to start off by talking about the color red. And red represents a lot of things. I'll start with some of the negative things so I can end off with a positive. So in the rainbow, I looked up, some of the things that red represents, and it represented violence, for one. Some people do experience violent feelings, and they may take out their frustrations on other people because of the pain that they're going through. It also represented fire and torment, and some of you guys know that when you're going through grief, you can attest to the fact that it does feel like torment. It's just like, somebody wake me up, this can't be real. And so with that said, those are things that you have to kind of pay attention to, so it doesn't, get too far, or you're not lashing out at the wrong people. So it also represents anger, which we know you feel anger and grief, and also sacrifice. A lot of us feel like we sacrificed a lot when we gave up, our loved ones, or not gave them up, but you did have to release them, because once they're gone, you've kind of lost control. And so it's like, I have no control over them leaving the earth. And so you feel like you've sacrificed a lot. But on a positive note, red also stands for love. It also stands for high energy and strength and courage. And so with that said, if we can pull love and strength out of the color red, then that helps. All of these things take time, but these are things that we have to work on. And so I'll move to the next color, which was orange. Orange on the negative side represented hopelessness. It also represents melancholy feelings and pride. And so, of course, whenever you're going through grief, you start feeling a sense of hopelessness. You're definitely melancholy. And then you even experience pride, but not necessarily in a proud sense of respect. It's just like, I don't know, it's like you're so proud you don't even want anyone to do anything for you. You may want them to, but you're too proud to ask. And so it can kind of be weird like that, and I may not be explaining it the best, but there's this weird sense of pride whenever, you have these grieving moments that, you just don't know what to do. And so you're too proud to ask. But on the positive note, it also represents optimism. Some of these are repeated, but it also represents confidence, enthusiasm, warmth, outgoingness, attention grabbing, boldness, energy, and a color of brightness. And then I'll move right into yellow. So yellow represents caution. I know with caution, I took it to be, so I'll just use my son as an example. He used to be so loving before my mom passed away, and he's still loving, but he's very cautious in how he loves now. Like, he doesn't hug you the same. Like, he'll hug me, but like other people, he may give a quick hug or he pulls away, and he never did that before. And so I notice now that's that wall up. It's a sense of caution. Like, is it okay to love this person? I think it's because he may be afraid that, you know, maybe that person will leave. I'm not sure. But I just know that his love is a little bit more cautious than it was before. Also, it represents betrayal. Yellow is the color of betrayal. And sometimes you can feel like that loved one that left you, they betrayed you. Because why didn't you stay here with us? Why did you have to leave? Why didn't you fight longer? And, you know, it's, again, that sense of pride, because you want to control the situation. And all of these feelings are human feelings that you go through that you just can't help. But you do feel a sense of betrayal. And then the other color that yellow represented was anxiety, which we all had, or some of you guys may still have a sense of anxiety when it comes to grief. But then on a positive note, yellow represents positive feelings, joy, happiness, hope, a boost in confidence, curiosity. Maybe you're curious about what life can bring you now, what things, you know, you can look forward to doing now, creating new memories. It also is a color of high spirits. It uplifts your spirits. It's a color of warmth, like the sun. And it also is a color of knowledge and wisdom. And I'm not sure about you, but like throughout this journey, I have learned a lot. Not all good lessons, but it's taught me a lot. And not just what I'm sitting here talking to you about, because there's some things that I don't share and would never share fully, because some things are just personal. But I've learned a lot throughout the grief process. And, you know, some lessons you wouldn't want to learn this way, but because this is the road that you're on and the path that you're taking, you take the lessons that you've learned with it, and then you grow from that. So I'll move on to the next color, so I'm not dragging you guys out. The next color is green. Green represents envy. I'm sure a lot of you have heard green with envy. That's kind of like a given. And you're kind of envious or jealous of other people who still have that special loved one, you know, and you look at maybe things that they're celebrating that, you know, you can't celebrate right now. And I'm not saying these things to bring you guys down or make you feel worse. These are just things that we acknowledge and we, you know, kind of accept and take a hold of so that we can improve over time, and take steps to grow and get better. So green with envy and jealousy, you know, that's a feeling that sometimes you have. And this one was kind of weird to me. It said lack of experience. And at first I'm like, okay, lack of experience. But then I thought about it and I'm like, that was me. Like, who knew that I would have to go through this experience? I was not experienced in losing my mother. I had never had that happen before. So green represented a lack of experience, which of course we all went through when we experienced a first, which, you know, again, this was a first for me. It may be a first for you losing someone, just period. You may have never lost a loved one before, or a pet or what have you. And so this is your first time. So you would have a lack of experience. But on a positive note, green means tranquility, growth. Again, it's renewal, it's life, it's abundance, it's a rebirth, it's hopefulness, well-being, everlasting life. And so you may say, well, my loved one didn't live forever. Well, no, none of us will. But you can find how can I put it? You can find everlasting life in their memories, eternal memories that they left here. You know, just find the positivity and the positive memories that person left, and that will carry them on. Some people wonder why I walk around with necklaces on with my mom on here, because she's walking with me, so to speak, and I want to remember her in a positive light. I want her to see the accomplishments, so to speak, that I'm, making. So just think about new life, everlasting life of memories with your loved ones. The Bible references green pastures in the 23rd Psalm. And so whenever you think about laying in green pastures, it's tranquil, it's growth, it's, beauty. And so think about green pastures. It also referenced still waters, which will bring me into blue. And blue is a color of tranquility. Also, it also reminds you of waters, beaches, calmness, things like that. It also is a color of freedom. It's a color of imagination, inspiration, also trust. You can trust that, eventually over time, you're going to get better, even if it's 1% better. 1% better every day is better than no percent. So you may be like, well, I don't feel better today. Well, if tomorrow you feel 1% better, that's better than zero better. And I know that may not make sense, but anyway, blue is a color of confidence. And then I will move on to the last color, which is violet purple. So a lot of people, well, let's just say violet and purple, they're different, but I'm just going to group them together, one for the sake of time, and then two, they're very similar. So, of course, I'm going to start off with the negative first because I always like to end with the positive. So violet and purple represents fragile. And we can be very fragile when we're going through grief, super sensitive, things that people say and do, they offend us very easily. You're in the car, you've gotten road rage because you feel like somebody pulled over in front of you. Why did they pick me to pull over in front of? You're just fragile, and nobody should tell you what your expiration date for being fragile is. Now, if you want to move forward or past that state, then you can take the tools that you need to move out of that fragile state. But don't let any person tell you when you need to not be fragile. And so it also represents raw feelings or something being raw. And that wound can feel raw for a long time when you lose someone or someone dies. It's that raw feeling that you just want to hurry up and get past. And purple represents that. And so I thought this was also kind of interesting. Purple represents the color of mourning. And when I say mourning, I mean mourning. So yeah, like, who knew? But anyway, and it also represents frustrations. But then on a positive note, purple represents motivation, wisdom, power, ambition. It also represents a color of inspiration, peace, new memories. It's also a creative color. And so if you think about, being creative, you can create new memories for you, your children. I always talk about healthy distractions. You can take trips, just doing things that will kind of not help you to forget your loved ones, but to add on new memories to the ones that you've already had. So I'm glad that I ended on the color purple, and that's what it represented, because you can be creative, innovative on new memories, and just kind of moving forward at your pace, but just taking even one step daily to grow. And so that's what the rainbow represented for me during this month of June. And I just hope that, something in those colors will help you even through the raw states, the harshness, the coldness of some of those colors, how you can find the vibrancy in the other colors. Because at the end of the day, the rainbow represents a promise. To me, it represents God's promise. And so again, I promise that it gets better. Even if it's 1% better, better is better. So I hope today you will find something that makes you better, something that helps you to move forward, something that brings you peace, something that keeps you on the path to healthy grief, healthy mourning, and that, you'll just continue to press forward. Do the things that you need to do so that you and the people around you can stay in healthy environments, and that you will continue to grow. I am making that promise to you. So if you can mark this video, that next year you'll look back and you'll say, that girl said that I was going to be better. And even if it's 1 out of 10 things you're better at, better is better. All right. So I hope these tips helped you. I hope I didn't hold you too long. If this video did help, just share it with someone who you feel like it may help as well. And if not, maybe you can put it in your tool bag, and if you need it later on in life, you can pull it out. And as always, if no one told you today they love you, I do. Until next time, talk to you later. Bye.